my channel. Good morning. This is Carissa with Berean Academy, Homeschooling Gracefully. And sorry, there's a little bit of sun in my face, but we're just gonna go with it because I'm trying to get this done before all of my kids are up. So today I just wanted to do a video on how we organize our homeschool, our little folder system. I'm not really sure what we're calling it, but it's been working pretty good so far, so I wanted to show it. So I have this expanding file box that I got a long time ago. I think it's from Target, and it's got like, you know, a bunch of pockets. So I only do 12 weeks at a time in my planning. A lot of moms do like a crate system and they schedule out the full 36 weeks or 33 weeks or whatever, however many weeks you do. I have found that my plans change kind of more than I would like them to. So it works best for us if I do about 12, 13 weeks at a time. And by that point, we're usually kind of ready for a break. I have just this one big thing for all my kids. I have 2 school-age kids. I have 4 kids, but only 2 are schooling right now. And so they each get a little manila folder that has all of their worksheets for a week at a time. And I do like packets, you know, I staple them together. And these are from a workbook. I rip them out. I take apart our workbooks. Some people think I'm kind of crazy, but it just works better for us this way. So this is like the master box that all of the schoolwork for individual subjects, our history and our science are not in here. We do those together. I have those in its own little box, and we do that differently. But for our individual, so our math and our language arts, this is how it works. And I will probably add our history and our science to this eventually. We're switching to master books, and there will be more worksheets. The program that we're going through now is more hands-on, and there's not a lot of paperwork, so it didn't really make sense to put it in the folders. There's not really anything to put in there for our current thing. So anyway, so this is our master that has everybody's work in it, and that's my box. There's 19 pockets in here, so I use the back pockets to put in work that's completed, you know, that we're going to be keeping. And then at the end of the year, I go through and I take work samples. I don't have to in my state, but I do. I take like a beginning, middle, end of the year sample for each subject, and that's it, and that's all I save. And then individually for the weeks, my girls have these little work boxes. These were really cheap. I got them on Amazon like 2 years ago. I wanted pretty white ones that go with my decor, but I didn't have the money at the time, so I bought these cheap ones that it was like $4 for a pack of them, and they're like these primary colored cardboard boxes, and my plan was to replace them as they break. 3 years into it, they are sturdy and doing fine, and it's kind of irritating because I want them to break so I can buy new ones, but I can't because they're working out fine, so whatever. Anyways, my kids are color coded. So Elsie here has her purple box with her purple folders, and this is just a notebook that she uses, and then Rivers has red folders. So each subject has its own folder. This is math, this is language arts, there's a little green dot on it. Elsie is green on the dots, Rivers is pink on the dots. They get to pick their own dot colors. I picked their folder colors. So anyways, you open it up and all of their packet is here. And I usually keep, this one is done for the week. Usually I would keep any sort of flashcards or resource materials, number line, number chart, whatever she needed for that week would be in this other side here. I also like this system because I want my kids to start managing their own time, and so I plan out what they need to get done in a week, but I'm not planning out a daily schedule for them. So for example, my first grader gets her little worksheet and or her little folder, and she can see that she has 5 worksheets front and back that she needs to complete. This whole packet has to be done by Friday. Now, I don't care if she spends Monday doing all of her math, or if she does 1 page a day, or she does 2 pages one day and 1 page the next day. The only thing I don't let them do is procrastinate and not do anything. They have to do at least a bare minimum 1 page of their packet a day, because I don't want them to wait till Friday and then have an entire packet to do. So, but it's been good. They have a little bit of say in their school day, just learning time management, and also the reward of focusing and getting your work done, and then having more time to do what maybe you're more interested in. It's super simple. We keep these on a shelf in our schoolroom, and our schoolroom, which doubles as our dining area. We don't really have a room. It's like open to our kitchen. Anyways, we have a closet in there, pantry that is all school stuff. So they'll get their work box and work through their independent subjects in the mornings, which I use the word independent loosely because, my kids are kindergarten and first grade, so they still need me a lot. But they're independent from each other's subjects, and then in the afternoon we get together and we do our history and our science. And that has been working, and our read alouds. So that's been working really well. I do think, so this is like a legal sized expandable folder, and I used to use it just to keep all of our records for the year, and I think I'm going to go back to that because this is a bit cumbersome. I don't really need this large of a folder, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get one of those plastic expandable folders off of Amazon that are like $5, and they just have 13 pockets, and they're just letter sized, because that I think is going to work the best, at least for now. And then maybe when all of my kids are schooling, we'll have to revamp it. But for now, this folder system is working really great, and I encourage you to try it out. Until next time, happy schooling.